Good morning. I'm out here at Charlie's house. My buddy Christian showed up in his little Subaru. He's been working on this thing for a while. Super cool car. I have a big affinity for the Subarus, and he's been working on this thing for quite some time. Been having all kinds of issues and trying to get it tuned, getting the turbo to work. He's been having weird power cutouts around 4,000 RPM, all this stuff. He changed the turbo, took it to a tuner. The guy couldn't figure it out still. And I was just like, dude, pop the hood, let me take a look in there. And you won't believe it. Check this out.
What's up, guys? We're here this morning. I've got my 02 Subaru WRX out here. I've had the car for like 6 years. I bought it in between trucks, and I was just gonna use it as a commuter, but now we're 2 motors in, and I still can't get myself to sell it. So I pulled the turbo off. There's a crack in the exhaust turbine of the turbo. So I'm like, oh, this has got to be the leak. Put in a TD04 that I got off Craigslist with some mileage on it, and it sounds better, but never got a boost pull off of that either. We're taking a look at all the hoses this morning. The turbo outlet hose is slid off like 1.5 inches on the back, which is probably the boost leak. So we're gonna pull the intercooler off and take a look at it, see what happens.
All right, we just found another massive problem. Go ahead.
Okay, so we've got new mass airflow sensor, just in case. Freaking this was unplugged, which is a lot of air. And then even a bigger intake. We got this blocking off an intake leak that was the size of these hoses right here.
You can see down here there's like a Y, and one side has this blue hose on it, and the other side was just completely open.
And you can hear the turbo.
You can hear it overworking so bad. So crazy intake leak. Well, another leak solved. Should we try it?
Yeah, she might launch now. All right, let's give her a cold start.
Now to let her warm up for about 15 minutes.
I was expecting it to be a lot louder with no cats back, turbo back.
Oh, you're catless?
Yeah.
So many people hate this sound, and I just adore it. We're warming her up. I think it might be fixed. The thing is, on the outlet of the turbo, where the outlet hose goes on, the clamp was on it and the hose was on the turbo, but the clamp was just completely loose. And I don't know how long it's been like that. It probably went to the tuner like that. And I don't know how he didn't catch it. But anyway, we had to take some things apart and make the hose a little bit longer. So we shimmied some things around, took the intercooler off. We put it all back together and it seems to be running good. I don't hear leakage right now or like a vacuum leak or anything. So we're letting her warm up. We're gonna take it out for a little test drive. This thing might just go fast for the first time in like 5 years, which is just crazy. So you might end up seeing a smile creep upon that mustache face over there. He's in the car, so he didn't really say anything, but I think that means it's time to go. Moment of truth. Dude, this thing is actually really nice in here.
It's not bad for its age. It's trying to build boost. It's got to be something with the computer. It sounds like a limiter watch.
Dude, this is so weird.
Full throttle 4400.
It's like in a safe mode.
Yeah, it's gotta be it.
Some of the problems not solved. Something's weird. To me, now that I've ridden in the car, it totally seems like whoever tuned this thing last did something funky, because it's in like what they call valet mode. There's this setting like on a Cobb tuner I have on my 2007 WRX, and it won't go over a certain amount of like RPM, and it won't rev very fast. It completely limits the heck out of the whole thing. And that's exactly what this feels like. And there's no check engine light coming on. So if something was actually wrong, the ECU would be like, what the frick? So we need a laptop, and I don't have the proper software to tune this thing here. So this thing needs to see a tuner. But the thing is, you're gonna see this car again more on this channel, and eventually it will go fast, and we're gonna do some cool stuff with it. And you'll see Christian a lot more, and you're gonna have to get used to that mustache, because I had to. So it's gonna be good, but stick around.